Well, it's giving me heart palpitations, so as long as you're having fun. Okay.
Time's fine.
For heaven's sakes, let this work and let it stay. All right. Third time's a charm, everybody. Why are you acting up today?
Why do you do this?
Why? You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For anybody trying to find the live stream today, it's going to be impossible.
No, well.
Yeah.
All right. I move.
I think we all move at this point.
Little slow.
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
Hey, there we go. Now I'm live.
There.
But it looks like you're frozen on the bottom.
No.
Nope. We're just very still.
I think it's funny that now there's a gif of us just going like this back and forth.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's lots of us doing this stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
On Mike's show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dances.
So we're just for anybody out there who
Oh,
happens
so we're back on live?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome to Vampires and Vitae. Let's try this all again.
The third time.
Yeah, sorry for a little bit of technical difficulties, but thank you for sticking in. If you're joining us now, like we normally do, we'll throw it over to Tyler to give us a little bit of background of what happened. Not last week, but the week before.
Howdy.
There you go. It's getting better.
On the dusty trail we arrive. 4 beings with not a soul between them. Yeah? No?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good, right?
Do 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 do.
A shot of whiskey with an egg in it.
Oof.
Okay, so
Just the
last
egg
time,
white and a little bit of
No.
bitters.
Maybe paprika.
only yolk, only yolk. And I want a hot whiskey.
You know,
Give me a hot whiskey and yolk.
This is not doing anything for me at all. Blech. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, so the last time we were all at this table, we got to the dinner car and we were having our bullshittery, basically, having a little back and forth, talking, rubbing elbows, having a good time, and then because things can't just go smoothly until we started getting attacked by some outside forces. Carrying Winston repeaters and bow and arrows and
the
really
native population
just
for sure.
coming in hard. But we came in harder, and we honestly collectively rolled pretty well.
Yeah, you guys
And-
really did.
I mean, there were a couple of hiccups, but I think like the first couple of rounds of combat was just us just picking
Slaughtering?
people off. Yeah.
Slaughtering. I
That's
mean,
definitely one of our best games. from
Yeah.
going.
yeah. I think
absolutely.
Melinda hit a 9 on that.
Oh yeah, you got a 9 on somebody, and just
Something,
you're like,
yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
dead.
Goodbye.
Alister got into a staring match with a man who was climbing on
Got in
the
that
tray.
part, but yes.
And while they were deadlocked in this mind prison, Alister got shot pretty hard in the shoulder.
Oh, you gangstered it though.
Yeah.
You just took it.
I was
You were
like, well, no,
what?
because you told me to roll for it, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
just
He
hit me.
he just
I
got
was like, if he can hit me, he's gonna hit me because there's no way Alister would know. And then Barnaby got hit just because his athletics is 0.
Not anymore. That has been corrected.
He has learned. We managed to keep the train going
You did.
on time.
Huge deal.
A huge deal. We're a little bruised and battered, but overall, we're kicking and we're a little sore, but we see the end of the tunnel.
It's
We're at
coming
the
up.
end of the line now.
It's coming up.
So as we head into this new town, we collectively hold our breath and wait for this next adventure in the final step of the West.
I didn't think we had to breathe.
Well, vampires don't have to breathe. Actually,
Well, I mean,
you can't drown a vampire because they don't have to breathe.
I mean, if it was in holy water, whole different story. But well, let's not open up that can of
Liquid
worms.
silver.
Yeah, liquid silver. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. You guys hadn't gone back to sleep, right? You're still up for that night.
Yeah, we're just kind of. I mean, because we assume that we're
You're getting close.
yeah, 'cause
As-
we're planned to get to the town at nightfall.
Yes.
So we are. It is I would assume the way Alister had it was like it's
well,
pretty
then
like
you would have one more day's sleep, and then if you're trying to get there in the beginning of nightfall, because you guys all just had a big fight, that would be if that was what you had planned. and you'd have one more rouse check.
Yeah.
As you
I
guys
think
go.
Alister would want to have a fresh set of eyes
Right, right.
when he gets into town.
Yep. In fact, we'll start over with Alister. Why don't you roll your rouse check?
3.
There we go. You look down and you are sore in your shoulder, but the bandaging that Miss Orchid did was like miraculous. Like you don't know exactly what that arrow was infused with. You don't know what the
Pure
dangers-
hatred.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like it felt weird. It didn't feel like a venom. It didn't feel like a poison.
Yeah.
It felt like something else. It almost felt like anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's definitely a tribal aspect and a to what the fighters that you were fighting. You know what I mean? Like when's the last time you saw somebody with enough balls to fucking try to kill somebody with a bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are all 50 years old, but this is old tech. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
their arrows were this big
Yeah,
around.
huge.
Yeah,
right,
they
yeah.
were
To be
thick
fair,
arrows.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, so, I mean, I'm sure that you've heard some of the stories about what's happening in the West, and you've heard of the natives, you know, like rebelling against everyone coming towards their land. But to see it firsthand, you usually expect it to be overblown and not nearly as, but this was way worse.
Yeah, I
This
think
was way
Alister
worse.
has a sense of pride for having been shot with an arrow.
Sure.
Now that he has like a cool new scar.
Yeah.
And he harbors no hatred for like the natives after this. Like he kind of understands that anger against an entity because
Sure.
that's kind of what he has for the Camarilla.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's more of a he hopes that he can get far enough away that he doesn't get shot again.
Sure.
But he's definitely just kind of in an interesting place where he's like, all right, I'm alive, we've made it.
And from
you
his
know.
anarchist nature, like maybe these are future allies. You know what I mean? Maybe if
Told
you
y'all
can
it was
sit
going to
down.
be bad.
All right.
Listen,
You do hear the stirring. The doctor still hasn't gone to sleep. You know, Mr. Travel is still. You know,
God, he's good.
Yeah, right. He is.
Oh, that's what I was
looking
going
at
to say
books.
because I was going to. By the way, audience, there is a new core book that is just released for Vampire the Masquerade. It is a player's guidebook. It is long overdue. It is basically a collection of all of the mismatched, information of all the different clans that have come out. They've finally allocated it into one piece of literature, but they also go over ghouls and stuff like that. So I'm going to look into the mechanics of the ghouls and bring it back up
Awesome,
to you
yeah.
with the
Let's,
doctor. 'cause-
if we can stay close to the book when it comes
Yeah,
to that,
absolutely.
especially if they have new mechanics coming in, that'd be great because
Yeah.
I don't see Mr. Travel going anywhere anytime soon. So,
Yeah, we can also order it after the show, and I think we get an automatic PDF. So
oh, that's
we
great.
do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
But anyways,
Yeah, but you do hear him. You hear him like the slight snoozing of Bunsen. You know, in the corner. He's surrounded by books, but he's obviously given up. You know.
bags so deep.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Also, I mean, like Barnaby, you start hearing a little bit this too, if you want to stir. You know what I mean? Feel free to roll your rouse check if you're getting up.
stir your blood as you feed it to Bunsen.
Don't forget, you can burn a willpower to not freak out.
Yeah.
Let's just get to
But
town.
it's so much more fun.
Is it?
it is. It is actually
We get some shit done.
right.
We're good too.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep.
As long as it's not a
good.
1, right? That's the
Yeah.
Get
One
one,
or
or
10.
10.
Yeah.
Sometimes a 10 could actually be beneficial, but
Yeah.
not normal.
You really don't want a 1.
Yeah. All right. So you start
Or
to
a 1 and
stir.
a 10 at the same time.
Yeah.
You see that the two iron like shutters around Mr. Alister's bed like open up as he walks into the day. The morning car is yours. The one thing that you do notice as you're waking up is that Travel doesn't seem like he's rested, but he is feverishly still moving. Probably that first little bit of adrenaline becoming ghouled for the first time.
Yeah, Alister is putting on his clothes. Well, he's probably dressed in his little area, but you do see that his
night gloves?
well, no, his favorite coat now has like just a hole in it,
Yeah.
that he is annoyed about. But he's-
Noted.
I'm like checking my my pocket watch. I'm like, well, we've got about 33 minutes until we enter this new town, Barnaby. So I would suggest getting up and out of the couch. I assume you're like inside of the couch,
He's in one of the big rips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I just like
like a beanbag.
he just burrowed his
I
way
just
in.
slide like ooze out of the couch and slide to the ground.
How's your guys' hunger?
Very snake-like.
Yeah.
My hunger is didn't feed last night, so I'm at 3.
All right. Well, it's starting. It's like when you take a too long. Where are you at? You don't know where you're at?
Well,
I think he's the same as me. I think he's on hunger too.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think I.
Yeah.
You mostly just blasted your way. Through
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Whatever's
should
on my
really-
other sheet.
And you also did just like eat somebody entirely when you rampaged.
Yeah, none
so
of that stuff happened.
yeah, right. I would say that you're a little bit hangry, but like it's it's a long trip. You're ready to get to your fantastic town that you spent so much goddamn money on. So you're ready to land, but no one's having an issue right now about like keeping that beast in check. You do in your mind, Barnaby, you do hear that. I can feel close now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
So
Yeah, right. Yeah, he sees this.
okay, I need a drink.
Okay, well,
I'll go over to the bar.
Yeah, the bar cart
go
glitters a little bit.
Brush my teeth with.
my bar cart is dangerously low at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Well, you should have had new supplies already set up there. That's what that's what everyone has been telling you from, that's the wires you've gotten back that you definitely have more supplies than you'd need when you arrive.
Rookie question.
Doesn't make it any less annoying.
Do we brush our teeth? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, I mean,
We still do
Does-
normal
does-
hygiene?
Does Barnaby?
wouldn't-
Well, probably not. But I'm just saying,
like your teeth wouldn't rot,
Yeah.
but it would smell bad. So like, because
yeah.
what grows on the teeth is what makes it smell bad, not the tooth. You know what I mean? Like so.
This is a dead dude.
Yeah, I also think that there's just some habits that you take with you.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Your breath would start to smell like thistles.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Like nothing bad would happen to you if you never showered. You wouldn't rot. You know what I mean? You wouldn't get an infection because of not
I
good
think you already have
cleanliness.
trench foot. So
I pull like
if
a
ever-
weird wooden toothbrush out of my pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
And with the bourbon, I just kind of
like one of those
Right.
chew
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah.
That would actually work really well for a vampire because you're not worried about anything else. The
Got to kill the
alcohol's gonna,
bacteria.
yeah, alcohol. Yeah, so you're scrubbing away. Yeah, so that would 100. You'd smell boozy, but that's
I like that.
fine.
We're used to
Let's
that.
do that.
That's the West. All
Yeah.
right. Your cramped little cubby hole. As you wake up, Rose, you do hear your lady scattering a little bit less joyful than normal.
Yeah, roast. I've actually been thinking about it a lot, like through the break that we took last week, and I think that Rose would be in the throes of like proper mourning. I don't think that she slept during the day. I think that she chose to stay awake to fight that, to like just to stay up with Daisy's body. I mean, these women are the reason why she is able to do much of anything. Like there are the things that keep her tethered to her humanity, and
Sure.
one of them was so grievously wounded that she killed her. So I think that's where Rose is right now,
Okay.
and she has no black clothes, which would bother her immensely.
How long would you guys be like together?
Well, I mean, I would imagine I've probably been with them for a few years at this point.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens. You see that, just the girls have their heads down. Quietly in the corner, you do have Jove, reading a Bible. This seems stoic. It seems,
Yeah, the body is in the cart with us.
yeah.
Yeah.
People are actively not looking towards the bundle. I mean, as well as you could have done.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, that's where Rose is. And if there are flowers that have been in the dining cart, she has them, and she's been wrapping the body, and she's been putting flowers through the wrappings and all of that. Like very, very reverent. Like these girls are the most important thing to Rose.
Sure. There is a weird, not cockeyed direction coming from your ladies. Like it's like they just witnessed you break her neck, even though, I mean, I'm not saying that what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just hard to know that they look at you as if,
Hard to unsee that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
like chopping off the head of.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just you're supposed to be a protector, and they witnessed you being a protector, but just in a very brutal manner. That just seems to be the the air in the room as you wake up, as you start moving.
Yep. Okay.
You want to talk to him?
Girls, if you need sleep, I'm sure we can find you a different spot for a while if being in here with Daisy makes you uncomfortable.
Is it okay if we just, just the two of us stay here till we arrive?
Of course. I would actually prefer that, to be honest with you. I want someone with her all the time.
Yeah, they both kind of just nod, and it's like it's when a boss has been brutal, but he's still a good boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's definitely a little bit of less friendlyship. You know what I mean? They ask for permission to stay in a room. That's not how you've trained your girls. That's not their personality.
Yeah. I will go to, I think I'm just going to head towards the dining cart, disheveled. I'm sure I'm still full of blood. Hair would be all out of place and unkempt, which would be out of character for what you guys know of Rose so far. And I'm just going to order some food to have brought to the car so the girls don't have to leave.
Well, so you are walking out kind of carry-ish.
Yeah.
All right. When you open the door, you do see one of the rough and tumble boys, sees you as a horror, as you are. Not horror
Yes.
as you are.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Like
Both
that.
are correct, technically.
Yes.
But, yes, he does take a shamble back. Yeah, it's odd for a tour. You hear this ruckus happening, Walt, as you're getting ready. Did you roll your...
I have not yet.
Yeah, so that'll come into a pack.
Well, I haven't really woken up, though.
Well, if you're walking out of the... Yes. If you're walking out of the room, you're waking up.
8.
No, she means she didn't sleep
I didn't sleep.
during the day.
I think you still need to do.
Wow, that's a wonderful well, actually. I've never considered that problem.
I think you still do like a rouse check because you're pushing.
Yeah,
You're-
I'd be pushing the beast and all of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. That's cool. That's the first time I've ever had to consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna side on Tyler's take on that too. I think that the rouse check would be, because it's same thing's happening. All that doing is just pushing down that beast. So, but you passed anyway. There is that moment though.
Don't worry, I
just-
would have argued against it had you. I got politics.
It's outstanding.
Willpower point. Willpower point. When you make me laugh, you get one.
I'm gonna have so many willpower points.
We're not gonna get anything done.
Yeah, right? No.
It's gonna be zingers left and right.
Yeah, right. But you do feel like you know how you look, and you are a Toreador, so you're doing it on purpose. It's almost like Corilla with the smeared black makeup. Like that's on purpose. You know what I mean? So you're almost wearing this as an armor currently. You do hear whispers and everything because you do have regular people on this train. They're not all just badasses and killers.
Yeah.
So as you walk by, Rusty, why don't you give me the same as you come out? Same haunting dreams as normal.
Nice.
Two. All right, we got all 4 going at one time. Cool.
Yay, we make it to town.
Yeah, right?
Boring.
You hear the trudge, the very brief conversations as you're waking up.
I would open up the door to give a morning greeting to Miss Rose.
You see interstate. I mean, like it's caked on blood. You know how blood turns that like dark color? It goes to like almost rust and reddish. You know what I mean? Like, she's stained. In fact, what you can also see. Why don't you give me a insight? Wits and awareness roleplay.
Wits and awareness. It's my new dice pool.
I see a 10.
We did all right.
Followed by 2 ones.
Nope, no ones yet.
Yeah, that happens.
Jinx me. God damn it.
Dick. That was a
that
7.
was-
I thought it was a 1, motherfucker.
So there's 3, 4.
It's like
4.
Jinx immediately.
Yeah, you do notice that it's not just Asperial like spray blood, like where she would have been, like hit with a spray of some sort, or where you can see her dress that is still soaked in some of the when she was embracing her. You also do notice it is running down her eyes, that like you can see streams running down her nose, running down her ears. She hasn't.
She looks great.
Yeah, she has not gone to sleep. You know, I mean, like every vampire tries to stay up one morning. You know what I mean?
Once.
Like at least once to see what happens. So you can see the telltale signs that not just the telltale signs with that many successes that she purposely hasn't cleaned up.
Good morning, Miss Rose.
Morning, Walt.
Kind of surprised you're not wearing black this morning.
Well, in my fervor and excitement to head to the west, I wasn't thinking of horrific tragedy. And I didn't feel that it was necessary or overlooked or something. So until I can dress appropriately, maybe how it looks.
If you like, I have a black shirt I could loan you.
I would deeply appreciate that.
It's not much, but
It is something.
yeah. So I go back in, grab a black shirt out of my bags, and give it to her. Just a regular dress
Button
shirt.
down.
And then you probably see Barnaby and Alister walking up to the dining area.
Alistair specifically, you know what a woman of her station is and like and why. You are struck by, you see the same thing, but maybe you wouldn't take the same take out of it, Barnaby. But like you can see her distraught. I mean, nothing really to say about it. And you can see her not putting herself back together, and the kind gesture coming from Rusty.
Put the shirt on backwards to cover
Sure.
all of that.
Yeah, I get you.
My deepest condolences, Rose. It is an unfortunate thing to be reminded of a piece of humanity that we've lost.
Yes. And it's also a good reminder of the fragility of life. Once you stand outside of it, it's easy to forget.
Yes, when you don't age, you forget that death can still touch you.
Do we know approximately how much time before we land?
About 23 minutes.
You hear 23 minutes? Shit. It's coming from your werewolf friend. Yeah, right. I ain't done yet. She opens up the door and you can see that she has what's shaving cream that she's put up, straight razor, and she's getting ready for Bo, obviously, as she's
Again,
shaving
when
it down.
she's asleep.
Yeah, it's halfway done. Perfect on the side that it's done, you know. I mean, but she's a werewolf. She's a little 5 o'clock shadow going on sometimes.
I can't promise you that where we're going is safe, but I can tell you that it is. We've gone through the most dangerous part, so hopefully from here on out it is a rebuilding and remembering.
Smoother, I hope. But yes, once we arrive, obviously with Sister Joan, we'll have to make the arrangements for the proper burial for her.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what kind of social rules you have in this town that you've built, but excluding her from a proper Christian burial simply because she was a whore is frankly outdated. Disrespectful.
Rose, anybody that would refuse a Christian burial for Daisy will be buried alongside of her.
Thank you.
I definitely second that.
There is a church. And
Of course, it's a church. It's a fully built town.
we've had that discussion.
What kind of town
Mr.
doesn't have a?
Allison.
Yeah, I'm just saying. What kind of town doesn't have a church?
You know it to be like a mix of almost like Black Baptist, for a modern day perspective. Like that's kind of a lot of singing, very joyful.
Friends with, as soon as I can find his damn name.
Pulls out a little. He's got 2
I'm
books.
old. I forget things.
He's got 2 books. One is a black book, and one is
Father James Reynolds.
James Reynolds. All right. Write that down.
Baptized all my children. And he did for all of them at the end there, too.
Mr. Reynolds.
I
Fantastic.
still keep in touch with him.
Yeah. That church has been there for a long time. Probably the oldest. It is the oldest standing structure.
Yeah, he's
so-
one of my touchstones.
Right.
Well,
There you go.
that's good because you two are the closest to God-fearing kindred as I've ever seen. I'm not going to pretend to understand. What? I'm sorry. Do you have a nun in your dressing room, or a pen pal who's a priest?
No, but
I got a snake in my arm now.
I don't have any holes in my shirt, sir.
I believe he partakes of the Holy Sacrament daily.
All I'm saying is that the last priest that I encountered, I waved a gun at.
When you mention that, a chill does go down your head. That Giovanni still bothering you. There's something just yucky about those particular types of individuals.
All that to say that she will be taken care of. I will ensure that.
I imagine you guys are walking your way towards the dining car during this conversation.
Yeah.
Yep, Chip is there. He's, still working on that damn. Now he has another pool of blood that he's trying to scrub down, and he's just shaking his head. You can see that he takes his job very seriously. He tries to be a good bartender. He's already on a weird train.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's trying to hold on to the basics. You know what I mean? Just trying to get through the day.
Listen, Chip, you may want to replace
Yeah,
those
that's what I was going to say.
boards.
Just replace the floorboards, man.
Shells.
Or paint it.
I don't have
Or
no
a rug.
paints.
A rug.
Well, a rug could be nice.
Okay.
Actually, that could be. He looks and he's kind of appreciating it. He's like, like one of those long ones with the little furs at the end. I like those.
Yeah.
I think they're called tassels.
Are there humans in this cart right now?
Other than Chip, and you feel like Chip is a human, he's just. You know that he has a contract with the conductor, so he's been exposed. He's made this trip more times than he'd like.
Exposed himself to us.
Yes.
So there are no
With
humans
that
in the cart?
information.
No, and you don't have to worry about breaking the masquerade in front of Chip. Chip obviously
I think
is-
a lot of people would be getting their belongings and stuff as
Yeah.
we are pulling into
Yeah.
town.
Okay. I'll take whatever it is that he's using to clean, and with fleetness, I'll scrub the floor. Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah, just super fast.
It's just smoking.
Yeah.
Do you have a husband?
I'm-
Because that is some impressive cleanings.
I am not for sale.
I didn't say I wanted to buy you. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of what a ring does. But I mean, I'm just saying,
He was impressed with how fast your hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he flexes on the table. Very it's just. I mean, you're obviously beautiful, and you could clean too, which I did not see coming.
Oh, he's flailing out there, Barnaby.
Yeah, this is
So fun to watch.
not going the way that you
Twirls
think it's
his
going.
mustache just a little. I mean, it's just I'm kind of a big to do on the train.
Honestly, aside from the lazy eye, you would be a catch.
Okay, I guess canonically he has a lazy eye now. Yeah, right.
I just always imagine.
You
him
just
with it.
imagine him with that.
It's not. It's not like a really bad one, but it's,
It's just, slightly.
It's off
Is
enough.
it out or is it in?
It's out a little
It's
bit.
out a little
You're
bit.
standing there talking to him, you're like,
Yeah.
Well, that's why he polishes his glass like this.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I mean? He just he's just looking directly at you. All right, yeah. He's genuine though. I mean,
yeah.
I just
No,
like to canonically add things sometimes.
I don't often require a man beyond an evening, so no, thank you. That's very kind of you, though, Chip.
All right. Well, the offer stands. If you change your mind in the next 30 minutes.
Yes, noted.
18.
He looks at his watch. You have a much nicer watch than his.
He's got a sundial.
Yeah.
It's nighttime.
Yeah. As you guys are enjoying your morning, starting to get everything going, Chip goes behind his bar, doing his practice.
Chip, would you mind serving up a round of whiskey for us for the top shelf stuff.
He actually goes to reach up, realize that's not where his best bottle is. It's in a little lockbox underneath. So
We call it top shelf, but it's underneath.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And one for you too, Chip. You've earned it.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna miss you guys. The last you were here, I've seen you before, Mr. Rusty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could remember how shitty those people was. I mean, holy shits.
Yes.
So I know it's been quite all right, and like there's been 2 deaths in this car. And what the hell was Mr. Shup doing? Did everyone else see like the darkness eat a horse?
I did, yes.
I've seen some shit, but I've never seen like the damned come up and eat a horse.
Well,
It's like, you like one of yous?
Chip,
Yes. Darling.
when we get where we're going, I'm going to need the services of a bartender. If the life of the train becomes, well, either too risky or not risky enough for you.
Oh, I would love to get off, honestly, in both ways. But, like, my name's...
Get a willpower point.
Yeah, right.
Chip has 1 willpower.
Yeah, right, yeah. My name's in a little book. And it's hard to get off this train as long as that book exists. If you can get me my name off that book, I would immediately come, and you don't even got to marry me. I'll just like act like the husband that you deserve.
Well, I don't particularly have any knowledge of this book that you speak of, but
Why don't you let me worry about that?
okay. But just know that the offer
By
stands.
me, I mean Barnaby.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Right. But yeah, no, just the offer stands.
Oh, I'll take all my bobs and gubbins and come your ways. That would be fantastic.
I will always have a spot for you behind my bar.
And I've heard that the town's going to be quite fucking special. I mean,
See, this is exactly, Chip. It's going to be
hard new constructions and luck. That's what you've been telling me.
an incredible sight. It's,
Fantastic.
they're calling it the new New Orleans.
Well,
sounds
if we've got
amazing.
this crowd is definitely going to be special.
Yes.
I have no idea if New
But
Orleans
Miss
is
Rose-
a crowd thing, but I'm going to assume it was.
Miss Rose, I ordered the whiskey so that we could do a toast to your fallen comrade.
I appreciate that. And I will. Is the whiskey out?
Oh, yeah.
Poured glasses? All right. Daisy was very special. She was kind and she was thoughtful. And usually a better friend to me than I deserved. Her loss is one that I will feel for some time. Gentlemen, let's raise a toast. Let's raise a glass. To Daisy, the best of the best.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Is yours empty, bullshit?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Chip.
Yeah, right. Free pour it. So, yeah, right. New whiskey.
He hit it immediately
Yeah,
as soon as it
right.
got poured.
Yeah.
He was like,
Like,
fuck.
I've done that and had to spit it back into a shot glass before. I just
that would've
didn't
been
realize there was going to be a sweet spitch, as you do clank second glass of whiskey for Barnaby, you do know that you can almost smell the new horizon as you guys are drifting into a brand new town. It is time. I know it's a little bit early, but it's proper
Take
time
a
for
5,
normal
yeah.
for our break.
Right.
And we will be back to you in 10.
to take care of, and this needs to be handled quite quickly.
What you got, boss?
I'm going to need someone to act as a guide. There's a gentleman on board, Mr. Strike. He has some of his own men, and they're going to need a guide to take them up north, just to the edge of the woods. They need to get some trees to replace the wood that was used during our trip. I'll fill you in on the details of all of that and why that happened later, but we need somebody to get them headed on their way.
Plot cert 37. I mean, that's in. They're just looking for wood. That worked.
Yeah.
We haven't cut it down for probably 5 years, I think. So the rebuild, they should have some pretty good material up in that part.
Yeah, they need to make
How much wood we talking about here, boss?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not sure how much was actually used. So you'd have to take that up with Mr. Strike.
All right. Want me in the direction. He kind of looks around. You do see them unloading. They're currently unloading all the stuff. And you do have more materials to build. Like, you know what I mean? That's part of the train. So, I mean, like, a town can be built.
Yeah,
It's
that's why Alister's like, let me worry about the rest. So now I need to go talk to the townspeople and be like, what do you need?
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, you see destitution. You see people that are not fed well. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a sadness. I mean, like, the church itself is what keeps the town together. And your area, I mean, like, I can see you doing, like, a couple feasts a year, trying to, just help people make that happen. Yeah, he goes, and what about the cattle, boss?
Well, I'm going to get them up to the corral, but you got your boys to do that.
I do. And if I remember last, you got a whole day, right? You want to just keep them on here to start off with, or take them out and
I'd like to get them off the train and get them
get them wrestled up?
Yeah.
All right. Namesake for a reason. All right. Brought Brecky for you. Gives you the whatever it's called, the reins. Yep, over to it. She missed you. All right. He'll take off and goes over to Mr. Strike. You can see a conversation happening. Strike bows. He doesn't, literally doesn't know what to do. Like, he just, pats him on the head. He goes, all right, we're going to go this way. You feel as if that had started.
Yeah. I have confidence in my guy. He's my number one for a reason.
Yeah, and just straight up from Mark. He knows what you are. He just prefer not to tell about it. And he, every time he goes to make his confession, he confesses that particular sin. You know what I mean? Like,
so I would then go to Miss Thistle and her beau.
Oh,
Who I have not gotten his name yet.
No, it's Rattlesnake, Jake Rattlesnake. Just
I get Johnny Rattlesnake.
Johnny Rattlesnake. There you go.
There we go.
Hi.
Johnny Rattlesnake sounds like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Just making sure that I.
You wait till you actually meet Johnny Rattlesnake, because he's just being a human curly. He doesn't like to be like that. That's just short. He preferred to be something else.
So, Mr. Johnny, where have you been staying while you've been out here?
Well, see, my wife's a trapper. I'm a trapper too, but I'm more of a beater. She's kind of a shooter. So I've been trying to find some new lanes and different kind of animals that we could skin up here, and could kind of just restart. We had to run, and we just kind of want to find a place that we don't got to run no more. So I ran out here first.
Part of the agreement that I made with Miss Thistle was that I will let you all have a part of my land to build on and live on, as a part of our business agreement, where you do the tanning for us and stuff. So,
Mr. Rusty, I know my boo is quite sweet and everything, but she maybe didn't tell you the whole story. We're a little bit wanted.
yeah, so am I.
As long as you're willing to that, as long as you know that that's what's happening, that maybe somebody will be looking for us. That's
Yeah, well, it's my friends and I, we're all kind of wanted now too, by a very large group of people like us.
well,
So you watch our back, we'll watch yours.
having two people like us. I mean, we could take on quite a few people like you.
I am
so.
aware.
Yeah, I think you got yourself a real honest deal there. Now that everything's out in the open, all right. So I don't really like to look. It actually kind of hurts me to look like this. Can it be kind of private so I don't have to look like this all the time?
Yeah, once we get out of this area, I don't care how you look. I've seen you come before. Actually, I saw Miss Thistle. She helped us out a great deal on board the train.
She's beautiful, ain't she?
She certainly is.
When she's sleeping, yeah.
Yeah, that those claws can rip through the veil itself. I tell you. All right.
I don't know why I'm
well-
imagining him turning into a grizzly bear, but I'm really hoping he turns into a goddamn.
He just smiles and nods and goes, "All right. Well, yeah, that sounds." He seems very timid, and he just realizes that he's not. It's just this projection of him,
Right.
Right. All right.
And Ms. Rose,
Yes.
if you can't find a place to stay for the evening, you're welcome to come up to my place. I do have some room.
You want to go to the
I was
Hellraiser
gonna say,
mansion?
Barnaby's like,
I just hit you with my cane.
damn it. He's got a better place.
I do appreciate that, but if our friend here is what I think he is, I'm going to require his services, which means that I must become acquainted.
And I
Understood.
would suggest you get those services soon because wheels are in motion.
Understood. Means I have to find a girl.
Town's yours. Where are we all heading? I know that you're
Yeah,
going up.
just
Yeah.
get on my horse
Yeah.
and
You see your
walk in
normal guy.
slowly so
Yeah.
they could stay with me.
You see your normal
I'll see you
guys
tomorrow,
taking the cows off. You do see Belle like frolic for a second, outside of the thing. She's very happy. What do we call the horns? What do we call them?
I don't remember.
Her mate.
Yes.
Also, there's definitely the two strongest personalities in between the two of them. In fact, your boys have an easy time wrestling them in because of your cows are a little bit smarter apparently. That
Yeah, I can't remember.
I
but
didn't
yeah.
have it written down.
But all in all, you expected to lose some. You expected this trip to be hard. You only lost a quarter of a cart, so pretty good trip for you, all in all.
I would like to, I guess clean off my face a little bit, and to put the shirt on properly.
You do see like a barber over there. They got a couple chairs out. It's open air. It's in a tent, but
He's
like
also the
they're-
doctor.
He's also
He
the doctor.
That
is
is
currently the
more
doctor.
accurate.
Yeah.
In
He
fact,
used-
right when you
used to be a barber and doctor and a dentist,
yeah, right, yeah,
multifaceted man.
yeah, you can see the
Got
mother
two
of flowers
tools.
like staring at that what she considers a charlatan that would be like
Right.
doing like leeches and shit where she actually has like medicine.
Actual, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like yes.
And I'll just say good evening. It was an interesting last stretch on the track. Do you mind giving me a cloth with a bit of water so I can clean my face?
I'll take
That must be
Two
Charlie
panties.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah. Pardon?
two panties.
2 pennies.
Yep. Water kind of scarce.
I will go into my purse, and all I have are silver coins. And I will hand him a piece of silver and say, there are 3 women, I suppose, traveling with me. One is a nun,
And the other two whores.
yes, and
Yeah, I saw them whores walk.
they will require
He's also an
baths.
optician.
Well,
So this silver should cover proper,
no problem. Your whores can wash here.
fantastic, the cloth, if you don't mind.
Goes in the bag. It's fairly nice, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it would be washed.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of wipe my face off and
Yeah, right.
try to.
He definitely has an opinion about you, though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his opinion will be the first I change. What? I just kind of straighten my clothes up as much as I can, and I'm going to head to the booze tent.
Sure, it's like out of like a basin essentially. He's
Yeah.
got a sink that he
Just
does
a little bird
everything
bath
with.
kind of
yeah,
thing,
I mean,
yeah.
like you would need these minor, even though they're not closed in yet, you would need. Thank
Yeah.
God it doesn't rain in Vegas ever. So
She's going to get stains on my shirt.
And I just want to head to the tent that had all the booze in it and stuff.
sure, you see a bunch of rustling, like hard-working men, a lot of different professions. Yes, there is construction that's done. It's just always done on this mansion.
Right.
So
Not anymore, motherfucker.
yeah, right. I mean, so there is money that runs through. It's mostly Mr. Hayward's money that's keeping the world
Yeah.
going around currently. But you see working stiffs, and you do see like what probably is the only whore in the town.
Only one.
Yep, she knows everybody.
She'll be happy that she has company, hopefully. What does she look like? Particularly her height. Is she the same height as
Other
Rose?
than sad?
How long is her,
No.
how long is her beard?
Yeah, right. No, she'd be shorter than you are.
Does she have at least 4 teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks. I mean, she looks upset, but no physical manforties, and she doesn't seem to have a limp or anything like that.
Okay. And I will walk directly to her.
I mean, there's money here. It's
Yeah.
just being used not to help the people.
Yeah. I would like to walk directly to her, and I will say, so who do we stay away from?
That mansion?
Well, shit.
Well, that mansion.
I don't care how much money they offer me. I'm not going the fuck there.
I'm certainly not asking you to go there, but I am curious to know, are you the only working woman here?
I think they call it monopolies.
Is that what they call it?
Yep, means I get paid to get fucked a lot. So yeah.
Yes. Would you be interested in establishing with me more of an enterprise? A safe place?
Enterprise.
Yes.
So like you go on someplace and you get something?
Sort of. I can give you safe refuge, safer working conditions.
Oh, I've stabbed 3 men.
I
They
can
haven't
get
strung
you-
me up yet.
I can get you more money.
Now that's something I like. Because I don't know if you noticed, but it doesn't exactly fit, right?
Yes, that is a problem. How tall did you say you were?
I didn't.
How tall are you?
About yay. She's equivalent height to you.
It's important.
She wouldn't have ever gotten to a doctor to know that, you know what I mean?
Well,
About
horse's shoulder or something.
About 6 hay
10 hands
bales.
or something,
Yeah, about
yeah.
6 hay bales.
okay. Well, are you working this evening or are you taking a night off?
Oh no, I got to ice that down there. I had a busy weekend.
You got a busy weekend. Okay. Well, why don't you, and this may sound like a crazy idea, but why don't you head to the church?
They don't like me there.
They will. Ask
Yeah.
for, I promise you, ask for Sister Joan. She has just arrived.
So your sister's over there?
She's a nun.
Oh, they don't like me either.
She will. And tell her that Rose sent you. And we'll get you cleaned up. And there is a very special brand of whiskey.
Why are you being nice to me?
Because,
I just met you.
Yes.
You want to fuck or?
no, but I am interested in the business. So, what I would like you to do is go get some rest. Get yourself cleaned up. Have some of that whiskey. Relax for a night.
You're gonna need to manipulation and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Pay
Did
her.
you get her name?
I guess it's not. No, she hasn't asked yet.
Name is inconsequential. She'll
Well-
be renamed.
That's dark. But her current name is Whip.
Okay.
What?
What am I rolling?
Right, manipulation. It's just easier for you guys to remember shit like that.
know.
Yeah, it's manipulation. You're not lying to her, so it's not subterfuge.
Just offer her money?
Leadership, persuasion. Yeah.
I would say persuasion.
Yeah.
Or streetwise?
Well, yeah, it's kind of right in the middle because she would be streetwise.
All right.
Persuasion and manipulation.
Okay.
bitch will do anything I want her to. So that's 4,
This bitch.
5, 6.
This bitch.
Clean
got
yourself
me
up,
smoking out the
whore. Drink my
window.
whiskey.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's
And
gonna
we're going to
go.
head over to the Flesh Crafters.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yep.
Get you all prettied up.
she's gonna go. She finds. I like you. You got quite a spark in you. All right. Shit. Fuck. Why not?
I promise you, we are going to be very close.
Sounds like it. Walks away thinking that like she's under the impression that you do want to fuck her, and you're like, all right, fine, I'll take advantage of this rich woman.
Right, yeah.
Nope, she heads off.
Fantastic.
All right. I know those flies are killing me too.
Yeah.
I've lucked out. The AC is keeping them away.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
That time of year.
Yep.
All right. She's headed off. You're headed to home. Okay.
I guess I'm headed to the mansion.
Are you following behind Alister or? Because a hand does land on your shoulder for a second. It's Mr. Strike.
Yeah. Okay.
So, a deal.
Yeah.
When do we going to go trees now?
Let's go.
Maybe let him have a night off.
I want to get this wrapped up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Our shit to do list is stacking.
Mr. Walt loaned us his friend, so we must leave soon. Unless you are not going to do your deal.
No, I'm
He's
a,
looking like at both of you. You know, that's kind of like
I
a
look-
deal.
I look at Alice. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah. Yeah, by all means.
So far.
You're right. You see Thistle kind of finally stops petting her bow and like looks over to you. Like there's like a sniff as if she's keeping your scent in her nose if she needs to find you. So
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't seem aggressive. It seems friendly in a weird way. You know.
No, this is dope.
All right, you guys are all headed. You want to go back to the mansion? Do you need anything? Where are we?
Nope, I'm headed up to my home
Yeah.
with Thistle and Johnny.
Yep. All right. You
I
guys.
will walk you to the mansion.
Okay.
Do you want me to come with you, or do you want to have a bit of a one-way conversation, or?
I would appreciate it if you were there, at least for the introduction.
Okay, I might step out. You know,
Of course.
There's some other things I need to do, but I'll introduce you. You see the door's like off its hinges.
Yep. And it's the sound of the pissing fountain behind you as you
Yeah.
walk in.
Follow me, and I know exactly where he is now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go up the stairs. You see this horrific scene
Yeah.
that I have briefed you about a little bit.
Yeah. It is shocking. It's not that they're so. It's the rivets. The amount of time that would have taken
Yeah.
to put a rivet through somebody's. Like and the blankness of that stare that they're just.
Yeah.
The fans are nice though. I mean, it really makes a difference.
Yeah.
I knock on the door.
Enter.
He says that every time. And I open up. Mr. Grand, this is one of the members of the coalition I was telling you about. This is Rose Evans,
Another soul for the army.
a very well-established toreador. So, you know,
Welcome.
you both know beauty, apparently.
I do.
I have to admit, I do admire the work you've done here.
Someone that gets it. It's quite nice. Imagine when it's all this. It'll be grand.
Yes. In a manner of speaking. I am a bit parched. Do you have anything to drink?
Of course. What is your choices?
Oh, preferably something a little sleepy.
Snap his finger again. The same 3 beds come out. I didn't
This
realize
time,
you guys were
this
both.
time I do
Yeah.
partake as I am thirsty. I do the wrist.
You're right. Yeah. There is a slight tinge of what you'd both know to be like not embalming fluid, but the
Chloroform.
chloroform. You have that.
I just yawn.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, both of you, if that's your feeding type, that you probably have engaged at a necessary time
Yeah.
to make that happen.
Yeah. I just want to take enough to knock my hunger back to 1.
Yeah.
Same.
The bodies don't react at all. They are not in a dream state. They're in essentially a coma, if
Right.
you will.
Yeah.
Now, he knew to have that prepared for you specifically.
Yeah.
But all women, all gorgeous.
Right.
That's his feeding type. So
Mr. Grand, is all of this work your own, particularly the physical changes?
yes, there wasn't a lot of beautiful women in this town. And I knew that my business partner needed them.
Thank
So
you. I'm
I've-
dabbing my napkin. Just thank you.
So I made them.
I need your particular set of skills.
Do tell.
And I
You
will
see, like the fingers are like ripping at the desk.
Yeah. And I'm going to launch into the history of how Rose found Philippa, the other Rose, and Daisy, and how the flesh crafters back in New York helped to alter their appearance to become closer to Rose's.
There's not many that appreciate the Samichi arts.
Yes, I honestly think that for a lady these days, it is best to have as many options to alter one's appearance as possible.
I know Wentworth, who you used. I am far superior. His imagination is so limited.
Well, it's not imagination that I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is for you to take the blueprint and apply it. Is this in your wheelhouse?
Of course it is. Look around you.
Yeah. He comes up and stands up from his chair, and you see these spindly fingers coming towards you. And it's almost like, when you touch a wet sponge.
Accidentally?
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh!
Yeah,
A bit of food on it.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
And it's like it's absorbing something off of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't feel right. This is, and he's like tracing tiny lines in your face.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it goes without saying, but just to be clear, the mortals that Rose caters to are considered untouchable by, aside from when she wants some work done.
If you want a pet, you can have a pet. We are anarchs, aren't we?
Yeah, she has 3, but they are hers.
What you do with your property is not my concern.
Absolutely. That's
We support
that's
each
why
other
we're,
here.
That's why we're friends.
Yes.
Building
This
a
is
community.
feeling good.
I feel
Dude
the
in the
coalition.
background.
Very
Yeah,
happy
Dude in the
about this.
background just staring.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just like he's like, this is everything I wanted.
Yes. I feel that this coalition, this partnership of ours, is going to be beneficial to us all.
Mr. Hayworth, you're more than just your money. I'm so thrilled to work on this new world with you.
I am too. I'm gonna start building, some of this town, and don't be alarmed if at first it's not this. I create and then build on top of. I have a different process,
Well, I will have a project to work on now, too, for Miss Rose.
Yes, please do.
It is going to take a couple of days to get things prepared. And once the proper depth of connection is made, then I will bring her to you.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Cain shines down on us all today.
Indeed, amen.
Blessed be.
He's like,
There's like vomit. Like,
Right.
Politicking it up.
Right.
yeah, right. The rooms are ready.
I didn't realize that going into this session, I would have to deal with Mitch McConnell.
That ain't bad.
Freeze for like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Buffering.
Yeah.
Buffering.
Right. He's like, the rooms are downstairs. If you need something, let me know. This is exciting.
Very exciting.
Would there be any rooms available on the upper floors?
2. I mean, Mr. Hayworth is.
I have one upstairs, and
He has the connecting suite to mine.
Well, we have to work together, you know.
I figured it would be beneficial for us to be closer.
Okay, well, if the rooms on
And
the...
we do have not a Peruvian suite, but we do have the main guest room upstairs. And then for your servants, we have established small cubbies.
Well, I do actually prefer to be in a connecting room to my girls. It just makes things much easier. I'm not asking you to give up your room by any means, but perhaps we could have carpenters in to make that change.
Oh, yes, we still have some in the budget. No problem. I get immediately on that. Leaves the room. He's going to spend more of your money.
Fantastic.
Damn
And
it, Rose.
Phyllis,
I'm trying to build a school.
I call after him. And I'll be like, since you're making accommodation, the first floor is fine.
Remember, it does not matter what they care about. It is what we want to build.
Yes.
It is our freedom.
Of course. Freedom. Yes. The West. Isn't it grand?
Very exciting.
So grand. He likes his own little personal joke of grand.
Could you, and I'm still calling after him, and I do have to step out, but could you have a bath drawn?
Yes, I have some fantastic artists. Let's go down.
Rose will just take that, and
Take the L.
yeah, I'm just gonna take the L. 'Cause I feel like I've already asked for enough.
You're gonna walk into your room. It's gonna be the most horrifying mural.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the art is striking. I mean, especially as a toreador. I mean, the man is skilled, but like it is of death and destruction.
Yeah, it's all grotesque.
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that unless anyone else have any business right at this moment.
I think Alister goes into his room to see what it looks
There
like
you
real
go.
quick, and
Yeah.
then starts rifling through like the town
It's actually,
schematics to see like
what-
when he can start building.
What you described of what you expected to get to, no price has been expired. I mean, like, he said I'd build you this, and he in his head he really is building the town. So, like, technically speaking, he's not a horrible business partner. He just isn't doing the way that you wanted it to be done. He just wants it all to be this castle that just expands and expands.
his
and
vision,
expands.
not yours.
As long as
Yeah.
I can take over from here,
Yeah.
we should
Yeah,
be
but-
okay.
But like almost a one-to-one description. I mean, probably even nicer pieces. He spent more money. I mean, you can see why the town hasn't been built.
Well, this will work at least.
An Italian marble
In the ground. To do something about that.
I take off one of the paintings that he has in there. And it's just ugh.
he has that. It was him going like this, like ta-da! You know what I mean?
But he's not wearing any skin.
Yeah. Right, yes.
I just put it behind the dresser.
All right, and I think that unless we're the books, we'll deal with all that in the next game. That'll be fun little pieces to play around with.
Yep.
All right, we're going to leave you right there. Thank you so much for joining us at our tables, guys. It truly is a pleasure taking care of you. And always remember, take a big bite out of life.
And make sure
Yeehaw.
25% off at your local Flesh Crafters if you're looking to get some work done. Offer code Samichi.
Yeah, him and that Giovanni are going to be